My name is Michelle Redden, and I'm going to read my story titled Coven Cleaning. That day at the playground, you flung yourself back and forth on the swing set. The first time it all froze. Your body had suspended in the air, hunched over from momentum on the backswing. The drip of snot that loosened and flew out of your nostrils still tethered to you by a slimy string. Your legs pitched backward, the front of you held parallel to the ground, all still besides the leaves crawling below your eyeline. They crunched and cracked, dead yellow-brown things that never sounded so alive. As you fell from the swing's peak, time sped up. Any one of your limbs could have broken, but none did. Do you remember how you stopped just before impact? You floated down, gentle as a snowflake, in the bed of leaves below. That was the first time we caught you. We held you, we smelled you, we sipped you through the ground, the pebbles as our straws. A miracle, you thought. A big gust of wind must have swept right under you, easing the fall. That is when we first laid out the time that you would come to us. You will bring something. No one gets in for free. And we gave you eons to become useful. You thought perfect crazy of your mother when she talked about us. They don't have warts and pointy hats like you see in the movies. They don't even need the brooms. They float. And they're pretty, Ellie, just like you are, she told you one night in your girlhood after she'd drank a bottle and a half of wine. I'll be like that one day, she had said, and maybe you could be too. She was crazy, but not enough. She liked our promises. Of course, she did not tell you about her collateral. We have come to collect our due. It was always just the two of you. As you aged, you saw your mother as a drunken maid, but she did well. Scheduling mostly, but she cleansed too. You always lived in apartments and rentals. Never stepped foot into a single-family home until you came to a work site after a bout with bronchitis when your mother had to pick you up from school. And that was the swing set and the falling and the holding and the wanting. Your mother could not resist. You're all she had, and so you will be ours too. We watched you many years. Your dark hair took on a dense and curly spirit, middle-aged and yet to gray. Each morning you oiled it into a coif after you slid into your skirt and blouse. You pinned it back meticulously, and only once did we witness it come undone, a single curl bouncing down your neck and another lock extending over your ear. At that time your eyes shined like glass, and your face looked a languid, clammy landscape that we hadn't seen before. The days you spend at the creek, on the bridge, straddling the guardrail, those are not good days. We worry on those days. We are not ready yet. Things fall into place for you sometimes. An impossible situation turns itself into something acceptable, or at times even successful if you spend enough focus on it. Do you ever query a thought and it all goes gray in front of you? All except the answer. Like that time at the restaurant with the aggressive powder blue chair depleting the room and requiring all your attention. She talked to you, that chair. She told you what to order. Catch of the day, market price, and you ate some of the bones. You even licked your fingers afterwards. Times like these, you may know exactly what to say, but every piece is weighed down. The treasure from the map is buried here, but it exists under a deluge of concrete instead of water. You have more time to look, but the answer is slipping down, becoming heavier, harder to wade through. You must find us before the world around you dries. We are doing our best. We go into the houses to clean, to repair what has been broken. The dusting, the mopping, the laundry, these are the easy tasks, the things we do first. Then we dirty the hearts and minds of the wealthy elite, consuming power with no consequence. Significant take and not enough give. These concrete buildings. They're not meant to be here. We are, you are, but not these things. They won't sustain you. Optics. Why does one single man need 8 rooms and 5 bathrooms and 2 kitchens? Your answer is because it gets you paid more than 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms and 1 kitchen. But that's not a question you keep at your conscience for. Our clientele, the affluent members of the hill country with houses bigger than the sun, swear they have never seen a cleaner home after we are done with them. Homes that you sell to cheating husbands separating from bored wives. A good choice, real estate, and an opportunity to own something for yourself. Your home is in great proximity to where we do most of our business. In words most familiar to you, we demolish the ego like a damned building before we develop over top of it. Clean until the skin on your knuckles peels off. We want hands of dust, not oil. We work together room by room until the house is finished, always together. Your penchant for solitude will need revision. When you share space with your sisters, we meld. One being. The internet provided many things, but too much of something means nothing. You checked out books from the library, searched archives, browsed the bulletin boards at coffee shops. You had suspicions you were not alone on the bridge. You stood, looking over the edge. A mad thought swirled within you, a what if. What if it was all gone? We minded you then, spread out along the banks and trees. You'd seen the owl's voice, and it almost scared you off, but you had yet to hear the moon. We wanted to help you. That's why we left the cat for you, and started the gatherings at the creek facing your windows. We thought you might hear us, slip out of your bed and float toward our chants, but you never did. How could you? You slept with earplugs and a white noise machine wearing all night. We build your dreamscapes for fun. That one you had with a giant martini glass suspended outside the 32nd story window. Some piece for an ad, your dream logic told you. Oranges pelted the building, thumping into the rooms and rolling about while their juice ran down over the windows. And of your pick from the crowd of doomed, you sheltered only our cat. You have the instinct for important ones. You're good, Ellie. We came close Monday night. You cracked open your front door and grabbed your plastic bag filled with delivery food. We had never seen you in your long robe. When you grabbed the bag, it made a static sound and punctured our eardrums. We welcomed it. We watched you scratch at your ears. We saw the saliva frothing in your mouth. We saw your pupils dilating. Your hair bounced out from your scalp, moving like liquid with the wind. We knew it was perfect. We knew you were crazy. You left the bag outside to be taken and licked by raccoons, but we melted it in our palms. So tonight, like many nights, we join you at the creek. The night is muggy. Mosquitoes drag the fog as they twist and twirl above the water. The evening glows for your induction. The perfect night, a waning crescent. We take our spots and wait. You start across the bridge and reach the middle. Your white gown flows as you run your fingers through your hair, teasing it out around your face. How it should happen is this. You cross the bridge and recognize us. We derobe and bathe while we unlock our minds by depriving our senses in the water. But instead, what happens is you throw your legs one after the other over the railing to the bridge. You stand on the edge, take a deep breath, and step off. We will you to stop. We take turns whispering our voices below you in the water, cushioning your fall again. But no more gentle landing, not a snowflake like our first meeting. The Maithwaite Bridge is high. In the summers, the creek is low, almost bare. You fall and we cannot stop it this time. When your body hits the water, the world floods. We shriek. We circle your form and together create a floating lump of silk and devastation. We pull you from the water and suck on your hair. Taking turns, we put our mouths on yours, breathing air into your body and siphoning water out. We rub your fingers, each one, and yell at you to wake. When you don't show life, we enter your dream. It's dark here, only a faint signal of you. There's hardly a whiff of your scent. We're losing you. Losing you might make us fragile, make us wrong, something we might not recover from. So we take a desperate option, one we've never tried. 15 miles away from us in Sky Garden Hospice, the woman who birthed you lays in bed, breathing heavy as her lids half shut. She takes the last breath she will ever take, and in the same moment you take your first. A gallant inhale that causes the trees to quiver around us. What is that sound? Is that a fire? You ask us, blinking your eyes open. A pipe has burst. The water is rushing now, dumping into your ears. You hear the moon. Hello, darling. Welcome to the Coven.